From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On play action, love to throw. Right side to Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 13-6 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow, go, 50, green.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be Packer football. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers quickly.
On the set. Set. Cut.
Now Love. taken in by Kraft. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. The one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming down and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Arise to the punt. Fielded at the 43. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
Play action this time with Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
Love. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Love now. That's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Packers are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. McManus now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Here's Pacheco on the lead option. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards.
In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Kansas City.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Mahomes now to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Second and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now here's Mahomes. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up second and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Two straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
41-yard attempt.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him?
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Ready? Hut, hut.
Jacobs again. And this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Love. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
Love from the gun on third down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Love to throw for it on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Ready. Hut, hut.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's going to have the Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Love looking to throw it. Short throw. He's got Kraft. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs'
Let's go.
37-yard line.
Throwing. Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
And got his man complete. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Packers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Love throwing for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this.
No,
okay.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Chiefs offense set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They're going to get going.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood. There he goes, left side. Hollywood Brown. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
Well, we knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
Set.
On play action. Love to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Jaden Hicks there defensively.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
52 Blues. Set.
On 4th down, Love. He'll try to do it, and the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now they go screen. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. middle. And the Packers pick it up. Dances by at the 20. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown leading out this offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front 7, they've
run pressure coming, and they got him once again. Devontae Wyatt, his 2nd sack of the night. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
To throw now. Here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And
he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So he fielded the kick at the 8 and never looked back. A great return all the way to the end zone. 92 yards all told. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's third and a few inches. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set. Ready?
Love, they go play action now. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. Set. Hut.
On 4th down, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
20. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
An 8-yard pickup. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions.